Howdy guys, we're on Miniclip right now, miniclip.com, as you can probably see from the top of the screen. And I found a little game called Flood Runner 2. Never actually played this before, but the little ad for it looked pretty awesome. So, I mean, I'm going into it blind, but let's just, like, have a go and see what happens. Like, click or spacebar to begin. Okay, play. Alright, instructions, that's awesome. So, like I said, I'm going into this completely blind. Like, I don't have a clue, like, what I need to do. When the bar is green, the wings are activated. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we can fly at some point. Left click or spacebar to jump. So I think I'll probably use. I'll probably just. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Let's just see what happens, and I'll see which is easy to use. Double jump to use. Double jump and to use wings. Oh, it's a comet. Left click and yeah, etc. Yeah, whatever. You can't click to jump if your mouse is over this line. What? I don't get that. Okay, whatever. Let's just go for it. Go! Oh, right, okay. What? Okay, sick. Okay, so... Oh, I see. Okay. What? Ah! How many oh, whoa. Okay. So, you can pretty much, jump as high as you want. There we go, right, okay. So, oh, this is pretty cool, actually. Crap. Oh, what? What? Oh, sweet. That's pretty awesome. So how do I lose this? I suppose the objective of this game, like I'd imagine, it's just stay alive for as long as you can. It looks kind of analogous to that, what's it called? The game where you play as the robot unicorn. Robot unicorn attack. That's the one. It looks like kind of analogous to that. But let's just keep going. I wonder if I'll be able to surf again. Hang on. So, is this it? I mean, I thought there'd be probably a bit more to this game. In the advert, the guy was running away from the lava. So... Oh, a ramp, that's cool. That reminds me of Sonic. I don't know why. Actually, come to think of it, there aren't any ramps like that in Sonic, are there? At least I don't remember being any ramps like that in Sonic. So these jewels... okay, so if you look at the top of the screen... Oh, that's cool. If you look at... What? Damn it! If you look at the top of the screen where my score is rapidly increasing, that seems to... Hello. Oh. Ah! Fly! Yeah, bitches. Oh, crap. Yes! Come on, stay up. Yeah. No! Yeah! Come on. Right, it's getting a bit quick now. Right, okay, so... Yep. Yep, okay. This commentary is so, like, inconsistent, it's ridiculous. Whoa, okay, so oil. Surf! What? Seems the way... So I didn't surf that time. I wonder how you're supposed to surf like I did the first time. Submit high score. No, I don't think I will do that. Play back the game. I'll have another go. So, the score's going up fast, and every time I get one of these yellow jewels, it increases the multiplier by the looks of things. Oh, right, okay, so I can surf on the waves when the surfboard is at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, as it is now. So it looks like I've probably got one chance to use that. Whoa, okay. Oh, hello. Oh, that was close. It's quite hard, actually, because you're constantly looking at where you're running, looking at the jewels, looking at the guy that's running. You don't really pay much attention to the thing at the top left-hand corner of the screen, which tells you whether you can use your wings or not. Although it does, I'm doing much better in this try than I was in the last try, wasn't I? Unless it's cumulative. By that I mean maybe the score on the last try is actually added on to this one. I don't know. I'll have to have a look after this try and see if it adds up again. See if it accumulates. So I've got a multiplier of times 9 times 10. So, if I let that bar go down, does the multiplier simply go down by one value? Yes, it does, so that's not a problem. So I've still got the surfboard, even though I just used the surfboard, so maybe you can kind of use half of it or something, or I don't really know. This is fairly easy, I guess. Actually, now that I've mentioned Robot Unicorn Attack, I'm kind of tempted to have a go. Like, I really enjoy that game. It's kind of addictive. Sorry, addicted. It's very addicted. It's good for like 10 minutes. I don't know if you've ever played it. I mean, keep an eye on this channel, and I'll put up a video. I'm not going to be playing the standard Robot Unicorn Attack. I'm going to be playing a slight variation of it. If you've played it before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But there's a variation of Robot Unicorn Attack which is slightly different to the original, and I just think it's awesome. Like, the gameplay is exactly the same. It's just the aesthetics of the game, it's the way it looks, and the music that plays. Yeah, if you know the game, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Right, okay, so that's my surfboard gone. Hey, I'm up in the sky. That's cool. Okay, let's see how long we can stay up here then. Oh, not good. Ah! Cool, okay, so, I mean, airtime 576, the total distance 3,004. If that is that meters? I don't think it really matters. It's probably just cumulative score. I imagine the people who code the game have one frame, like they have a very fast frame rate, but for every frame this probably goes up by 1 point or something like that. So it's not really measured in like distance or anything. It's probably just measured in how many frames you stay alive for, if you get me. You know, plus the multiplier. Like, if I have a multiplier of times 10, that means my score will probably increase by 10 for every... Wow, that was poor. That probably means, like I was saying, that the score probably just goes up by 10 for every frame that I survive. Although for a standard game, I imagine, you know, the frame rate is not going to be anything greater than maybe 30 frames per second. That's what I'm actually recording in now, the screen capture software. And if I think, okay, so is my score going up by 30 every second? It's, well, times 6, times 7. I should have thought this through. So it should be going up by, what, 180 score per second? Which it's definitely not. It's going up by a lot faster than that. So maybe I'm wrong. I mean, unless the game's going at like 60 frames per second. But it sure doesn't look like it. You probably can't tell since I'm recording in 30 frames per second. But from where I'm sitting, it definitely doesn't look like anything's like very special. But generally, you can tell if something's more than 30 frames per second because it just seems smooth as hell. Like, if you saw like a kind of I don't know. Let me try and think of an animation. What? That was part of the argument. An example, which I would say that, you know, it would be obvious if something was going a lot, you know, very high frames per second. If you saw like an animation, or like, say for example, if you've ever watched Madagascar, you'll know about the penguins. Well, they have like their own cartoon on like Shrek. What am I thinking? Wow, my mind's all over the place. They have like their own cartoon on like the Disney Channel or something. And if you compare the quality of the cartoon, like as far as the visuals are concerned, to their scenes in the movies, you'll see that the cartoon just doesn't come anywhere near like as good as far as, like I said, the image is concerned. So I don't know whether that's to do with the animators just putting less effort in, putting less time, or whether it's because it's being recorded in a lower FPS rate. But I don't know. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, that's the main point. I was just trying to convey my idea. That's all. So that example doesn't. I don't need to be completely right on that example. So let's have one more go. If I actually start from 0. No, my score definitely hasn't accumulated, has it? Otherwise this would be a lot higher than it was. Let's have one more go. I wonder why you're not allowed to jump if the mouse is outside this, you know, past this line here, this invisible line. It's very strange, like. So this is the second kind of side. It's not so much a project, it's more of just like a mess around, to be honest. It's the second one after I recorded a game of Quap. Well, in fact, it's kind of my third, because I did record a little bit of Team Fortress, what's it called? Bloons Tower Defense, that's the one. I recorded like 10 minutes, like the first 20 rounds of Balloons Tower Defense. It was either the first 20 or the first 10, I'm not too sure. And but the quality of it was absolutely poor. Like the whole quality of the video was just appalling. Because it was the first, like it was the first thing I recorded, but it was in the interval of limbo between me buying Worms Reloaded off Amazon and it actually arriving in the post. Wee, gliding that. That's like a Batman type thing. Oh great. Oh, I'm still alive. Bullet time, baby. That was pointless. What was I saying? Yeah, so I mean, this is the it's the second kind of proper like little project which I'm going to be uploading. Put it that way. Or like I said, I recorded like 10-15 minutes of Balloons Tower Defense, but it ended up rubbish. Like it was really boring. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that the other stuff that I do isn't boring. It's just, you know, I'm trying. I enjoy making these videos. I've mentioned that in a past Worms video, and if you enjoy watching them, then great. I mean, that's awesome. But yeah, it's become a little hobby of mine, and it's fun, and it's nice to have something on YouTube, because as you put something on YouTube, and say for example if you uploaded a video to YouTube and then your computer broke down and you lost all the files, you could then go back, you could sign in to YouTube on any computer on your account and just download all those videos again, the ones that are uploaded. So essentially, like, when you upload a video to YouTube, as long as you don't go on and delete it, it will be there for as long as YouTube exists, I imagine. So in years to come, when I'm older and maybe I'll have kids or whatever, I'll be able to tell them to look back on this kind of thing and say, yeah, this is what I did when I was 20 years old, or alternatively, like, I used to be part of a project called Crackly. By used to, I use that term loosely simply because like nothing has been created under that account for like a long time now. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the whole thing is it's over. Hang on, how am I still? Right. It doesn't necessarily mean the Crack Leap is finished. It just means maybe on hiatus or something. Everyone involved has a lot on their plates at the moment, like university-wise, and that's me saying that as I'm bloody playing a Flash game on Miniclip. What is it, 11:30 at night? But maybe it'll kick off again in the future. But I mean, Crack Leap was in its prime maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it'd be nice in 10 years' time probably 20 years' time, to be honest. If I have kids in the next 10 years or so, maybe, to tell them to look back at this, the Crackly channel or this channel and say, yeah, this is what I did when I was in my teens. So it'll be nice, because I think, and you probably agree, if your parents had something like this online that was, what's the word? Immortal, kind of, in the way that it just doesn't die. It's always going to be there. It's nice. It's like having old photos, seeing old photos of your parents when they were younger. It's kind of, I find it. Oh wow, that was a bad start. It's pretty. Bullet time, baby! Yeah. I find it inspirational. Like seeing pictures of my parents when they're my age and thinking, it puts it all into perspective. It's like it gives you something to kind of aim for, if you know what I mean. If you're proud of your parents, which I am, it gives you something to kind of think, yeah, I'm that age now, and look what they've turned into now. I can, it gives you something to aim for. Like I said, there's no better way to put it, really. It's like it sets an example. Stuff like this is, I imagine it's like a photo but extra, isn't it? Because it's my voice, I'm talking, expressing my opinions. So I don't know, maybe this video will still be uploaded in 20 years time, and my kids will look back on it and hear my voice, hear my opinions on what I'm talking about now, and maybe they'll think the same. Maybe they'll think, oh yeah, Kurt was a sore loser who plays video games on his laptop in his bedroom. Or maybe they might think, oh yeah, he was an original guy. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I'm not going to find out for a long time now. Like I said, if I do have kids, it's not going to be for at least another like 6 or 7 years, something like that, maybe even longer. And then they won't even be interested in this kind of thing until they're about 16, 17, 13, 14, maybe at a push, I don't know. I mean, I suppose by that time, in 20 years' time, you know, people of all ages will be using the internet. Kids down to the age of like 4 and 5 will be, you know, completely used to using technology like Facebook and stuff. Because I imagine when computers were first invented, this is just a guess. Like, don't take this for granted. Don't take this as like gospel. Imagine when computers were first invented, the only people who were, who could use them and who were interested in using them were like the older guys, the really smart guys who invented things. And then as they developed, as it became easier to use, more people started using them. For example, I mean, I'm running a Flash game now with moving images with like adverts on the side. You can't see the adverts because the only section of the screen which I'm actually capturing for this video is outside the it's outside. Hang on, I've lost what I was talking about. The only part of the screen which I'm actually capturing is the part which you can currently see, which is just the game. But playing a Flash game like this is incredibly complex. Like, just think to yourself, if you had to program something like this, there'll be a couple of you out there who'll be able to make a Flash game and run it on a computer, but I mean, I don't think I could do it. Definitely, I can do a bit of programming, but nowhere near as good as maybe, writing a game like this in Java or whatever it's written in and playing it. I mean, I can write a bit of C, if you know what that is. That's a computing language, but I'm not particularly good at it. I can write programs which solve simultaneous differential equations, first and second order differential equations, stuff like that. And they can model chaos, chaotic systems, but I don't think I'd be able to make a game. I'd have to really sit down and put a few days into research and thinking about it to get to that point. But anyway, I've gone off on a bit of a tangent. Basically, the point I'm trying to get across is, like, I'm sitting here just talking to a microphone, pressing a spacebar every now and again when I want to jump, and it's running and continuing to run a Flash game, which back 30, 40 years ago, I don't know when computers like invented, like this kind of thing would have been absolutely revolutionary. And to say, if you were to go back 30, 40 years and say, yeah, this will happen in 30 to 40 years, where you can sit and press a spacebar over and over again and this will happen, like, I imagine they'd look at you and gape, I suppose. It's pretty impressive. Wow, that is one tangent and a half that I've just gone off on. Well, I'm kind of getting bored of this game now. I can tell I'm getting bored of it because I'm like playing it and not thinking. So I think that'll be it for now. Thanks. Whoa, change theme. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That'll be the lava setting, won't it? And character. Right. Play as a cat as opposed to a bunny. Fair enough, but that's not fantastic, is it? Slime runner, flood runner, lava runner. Fair enough. Rightio. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time for more. I don't know. Probably Let's Play Worms Reloaded. Anyway, let's wait and see. Okay, bye, guys.